and thanks for joining me today, me and Charlie, as normal. Firstly, I hope that everybody is keeping well and safe, you know, with what's going on in the world right now. I've come down with the worst sore throat and not feeling great, but I'm sure it's just a cold. But I am on lockdown for, I'm not sure if it's 7 days or 14 days. It's a bit sort of not clear here in the UK. They have put into place that anyone with any symptoms of the coronavirus have to self-isolate. So that's what I'm doing. The bonus side of that is I get to sit and do crafting because there's not really much else I'd rather be doing, you know, if I'm stuck in at home. So firstly, just please, my love to everybody, hope that you're all safe, and you know, please follow all the guidelines and everything and keep yourself safe. So today I thought, excuse me, I do have to cough every now and then. It's not very pleasant. I do apologize. What I thought I would do is I have like a million zillion old books, and I thought, you know what, maybe I should pull some out and show you, you know, what I do with the books and some ideas really. So I've pulled out 2 books today, and I thought that we could sit and maybe do some crafting and just go through some of the ideas that we might have. So I've pulled out a butterfly book and a plant book. Now, if I push that to one side and just concentrate on this butterfly book, as you can see, I have already, I'll go to the pages, whoops, where are we? This is beautiful. It's called A Colour Guide to Familiar Butterflies, Caterpillars and Chrysalides. It's got nearly 300 illustrations. It is by Octopus. I picked it up a long time ago, and it just have lots of pages with butterflies in. So I thought I'd just show you what I would do with this book, what I do. So the first thing I have done, I have a little container here, and all of my butterfly books that I accumulate, I die cut, or fussy cut I should say, the butterflies, because these are great for any project really, and who doesn't love a butterfly on something? And I just sat there earlier on today just with a couple of pages, and look how many butterflies that I have now. So I do have a container on my IKEA wall, and it is full of butterflies, so I'm going to pop them in here. So that's idea number 1 with this book, are just to fussy cut out the butterflies, and then also the bits that I've got left over from the book, like there are these like sort of butterflies at the side and some nice sort of you know, flowery bits and pieces. So I'm going to put these pieces in my scrap bucket, because these are great for collaging, or just to, you know, cut out, to tear out bits and pieces. So I'm not going to waste any of it. So the bits like that I'm going to put into my scrap bucket. So that's idea number 2. The bits can go in your scrap bucket for collaging. I mean, look at this beautiful piece here. So that's that. Now, the other idea that you can do with these pages, obviously, is the most obvious. If you cut the signatures so that the pages stay like that, you know, so you haven't ripped the page. Like some of these pages are ripped out, so you've only got the one side. But if you manage to cut the signatures and get them out whole like this, these can obviously be pages straight away into a junk journal. So you've then got, you know, pages for the junk journal. So that's idea number 4. Now the next idea I have is this one. It's another page that is whole like this, and I thought that I could probably make this into a little tuck, you know, a little writing space tuck. Now obviously there is text on here, so what I thought I would do is grab some coffee dyed paper, if I can find some here. She says if I could find some. I have like a million zillion pieces here. Now this is a piece that I burnt, so I could use some of that. Let me grab my tearing ruler. If I can find it. Which one is that one? And what I'm going to do is get my glue book, my book that I do my gluing on. And rather than waste this piece of coffee dyed paper, what I should do is let's just, what's underneath that? That's weird. That felt like there's something underneath it. Right. So I'm literally just going to tear a piece of this. And just stick that on. So I'm going to have that as the front of this sort of little flip bit, and I am going to stick that down there. Just going to ink the edges of this. And that can go on like that. And let me do one for the back as well. If I can see if I can get another piece out of here maybe. Let's just see if we can get one. Like so. That can go in my scrap bucket. Can go in the bin. And then we'll just ink I know it's very burnt, but you know, it might add character to the page. And then all I'm going to do is get my glue stick, or one of my glue sticks, and we're just going to stick this. See, that side's not too bad. Okay, and then, oopsie daisy, just going to stick this down like that. And also by putting this on, it makes the page a little bit more sturdier, you know, so it gives it a little bit more thickness to the little, you know, flip or whatever you're going to do, tuck spot. I'm going to stick that on the back like that. And then that gives you some journaling space. I know it's on crooked. They're probably all at home going, it's crooked, Chanel. And then what I could also do, I don't know if that's on properly. No, I didn't think it was. Stick this down like that. I'm going to grab some washi tape. If I can get out of here. Get out. Oh. Right, I've just grabbed one of my washi tape containers here. That one's quite, oh, I like that one. That's pretty, isn't it? Let's use this. So all I'm going to do is just grab a bit of washi. I'm just going to put some extra glue on this. On the top or the bottom? I quite like it on the bottom, actually. Not that it really matters, I don't think. Put a bit of washi there, and maybe a little bit on the inside as well. Like that. And then what we could do as well is round the corners. And you know, if you think that that's too big for your journal, you could cut it down slightly if you wanted to, but I quite like the size. Do I want to make it a little bit smaller? I don't know. Should I make it a little bit smaller? The only thing is, I've put this on now, so I mean, you know, you could keep it whatever size depending on the size of your journal, but you could cut it down and use the same technique. But then you've got, I mean, look how quick and easy that is to have like a tuck spot to just pop in, and you can actually fold that over. Where have I got a journal here? I have. Right, this is my inspiration journal that I have just recently made for when I see projects on YouTube and I want to try them out. So this is my inspiration journal, and I been meaning to do one for absolutely ages, and I saw a little mini series by Carol Tinson, and she made an inspiration journal. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. So literally that's what it is. But let's get back to the matter at hand. This what you could actually do is just fold this over, Charlie, fold it over a page like so, and that can go in a journal, and you can just clip that on, and then you've got writing space, extra writing space. So these are really fast and easy to make. So that's another idea to do with your pages. And I don't know what you've just done, but you've just thrown it all across the floor, Charlie. So that's another idea to do with the book. So we have had a couple, so we've got a page just plain actually stitched into your journal. You've got like this little flip that you can put in, and we've got your scraps for your collage in, and we have the cutout butterflies for that. So that's just a couple of ideas from that one book. Let me just put that over there. Obviously you can make tags and little flips. Let's have a look here if we could. And this one here, what we could do is just fold that in half like so, and then we could just cut this down, get off that edge like that. Maybe cut this down just a little bit. But my blades are on their way out. It's not even funny. I want to make this a little bit smaller actually. And what you could do, if you cut this bit a bit shorter, like say, where are we? Is that enough? No, I probably want to cut that about, oh oh my gosh, half an inch, about half an inch shorter than the back piece. I'll show you in a minute, one sec. So if you cut this piece, well, that's actually more than half an inch, but so that you can then fold that over like so, and it is covering the butterfly just a little bit, which I didn't really want. Oh gosh, my blades are not liking this paper. Like that. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. And you can make like these little matchbook little things. Right, so all that basically is a piece, one of the pages folded in half, and then you just cut it down to size, make this bit a bit shorter, fold that over, and then what we can do is grabbing some coffee dyed paper. Shorter than that. Come into about there. And then we might even be able to get away with folding these in half. Tuck that in there, and then what we could do is pop them. Oh look, that's too long slightly, so I just need to cut off a bit of that. I'm going to ink around the edges just to make it look not so white and clean looking. And then all I'm going to do is just pop that in there and grab my stapler because I'm feeling a bit lazy. You could sew this in. What you could actually do is doing a stapler. See, what you can actually do is staple it and then glue it, or you could just staple. I'm going to staple it, and I'm just trying to use, be like, you know, if somebody hasn't got a sewing machine, then you can just staple it and then glue the back down. I've had to order some more Fabri-Tac because I'm running low and I'm almost panicking because I don't like it when I'm that low on Fabri-Tac. I mean, I think I've got another half of one somewhere, but and then all you do is just literally put that in there like that, and then that will tuck in there like that. So let's, oh my gosh, my desk just gets so untidy. I'm just going to ink this up. And you know, there's a couple of options that you can do here. So you can just leave it like that if you wanted to. What I'm probably going to do is Dum num num. Do I put something on that? Now you could, I've got some little Velcro bits which you could put on there to close that down. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to do. But you could also put an eyelet there and then put a tie around it, of course. Oh, right, this way. I actually have this Velcro, so what I'm going to do is just cut off a bit of this. And then I am actually going to cut it into 2 bits. And then pop that down there. And then I put, how I do it is I just put the other piece on the actual Velcro bit. Very carefully trying to get your fingers off. Like so. I was just being lazy today, not putting a closure on it. I'm just going to put Velcro on. Oh, get off me. And then closing this down like so. Holding that down. And then you've got like a little flip book. You could put a bit of lace on there. In fact, have I got a piece behind me? Ah, a little skinny piece. Okay. Right, I've got this flower. Look at this. This is gorgeous. And what I could do is just get a piece of this, like so. And then we're going to just glue this down onto here. Oh, it's gone all gloopy. And then, oops, I'm just going to put that down on there, like that. And then you have this little cute little flip book with some extra writing space in there, like so. So you've got a little flip book there. So that's another idea, very quick and easy to do. I just made it look more complicated than that. Right, so look, we have our projects building up here. Obviously, you can make tags. That's another thing that is super quick and easy to do. So let's find another, find a nice one that will make a nice tag. Not so keen on the caterpillars. Look, I don't know. That one would make a nice tag, but that's also a lovely page. I'm going to keep that one for a page, a journal page. Let's have a look in here and see what we have. Look at these beautiful butterflies. Aren't they just stunning? This one, let's use this one as for a tag. So what I would do is just rip the page out. I'm going to get my other cutting board because my other one is just not working. I'm going to do it at 4 inches. Oh, actually, let's go down a little bit to 3 3/4, I think. And then just going to cut that bottom bit off. I mean, it doesn't matter what size you do your tag, you know, just work it around really your pattern or your design on the paper. And then what I just do is get some coffee dyed paper. Here we go. Piece here of coffee dyed paper. This is lovely coffee dyed paper, this one. I'm going to glue this down. Now, I'm not going to glue it right to the edges because I'm going to sew around this one. So we're just going to pop that down on the edge like that. Just let it sort of dry just for a second. Put my stapler away so I know where it is for next time. Okay, then what I do is just cut around. Sorry about that. I still haven't figured out how to turn that off. Right, okay. I haven't quite gone to the edge here. That's it. And then we're just going to cut the corner, and then, oops, taking the corner, we're just going to flip it over and do that. And then we will just distress all around it. Like that. I think what I'm going to do maybe is it's going to cover that butterfly. I was going to put a pocket on it, but it's going to cover that butterfly. It needs something on the bottom. I'm also going to grab my crocodile. Now, tags, you can make any size tags, so you can get a lot of tags out of these pages. Small tags, medium tags, large tags, whatever you fancy. Apart from Channing Tatum, of course, you can't have him. I know. Isn't he just delicious? Right, so I'm going to just pop them on there. Let me have a look, see what lace I have behind me in my magic drawer. So I've got this gorgeous lace here. So what I'm going to do is just, oh, look at that, just yummy. This is really yummy lace, actually. I moved my craft room around again, and I now have one of my drawers behind me, which actually is much better because I am using some of the things out of it for a change. Trying to be more productive and use up things from my, oh, that is disgusting, from my craft stash. Things that have not seen the light of day forever. Right, so we're just going to pop that down there. I'm going to put a bit more glue on there because I didn't do a very good job of it. Oops. is literally right at the bottom of that glue. Then we're going to just do that. And then what I'm going to do is just let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to sew all the way around that and make that into, look at that gorgeous tag. I mean, honestly, just from a book page, how lovely is that? I mean, that's just a few ideas with the butterfly book. Just, you know, I just want to show you some of the things that I use these books for, and you know, how many things you can actually get just from one book. So, you know, as you can see, we've got quite a few ideas already just from this one book. So that has to be sewn, but that's, you know, you get the idea there. So we've got a flip out, we've got a little matchbook style flip, a tag, a page for a journal. Oops, what are we doing here? I've also got the cutout butterflies for projects, lots and lots of them, just beautiful. And then we have these scraps that you can use on your collaging and snippets and things like that, or little tags. You could even make little tags or circles or things. So that's just a few ideas from one book. What time are we on? How much time have we got? What I will do, I will come back and do another video, because I'm nearly not far off 40 minutes. So, oh, Charlie, did you just wake up? Did you just wake up? Squeaky boy, are you squeaky? Ow, 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 ow. Oh, hello. He wants to say hello to everybody. Come and say hello. But yes, just a few ideas with one book. I will just leave it at one book, and I will have to do probably a video each book that I pick off my shelf, because there's so many ideas, there's so many things that you can do. I mean, this obviously needs sewing around now, so let me just quickly move that to one side. In the right, let me just grab my sewing machine, and what I'll quickly do, Charles, you need to get down, because oh, I don't want you, ow, you got your foot in my face. I don't want him near the sewing machine, because I just have visions of something bad happening. So let's just quickly do this. While I have a couple of minutes left. Too far. That's it. So that is sewn now and all done. Just needs a bit of just needs a bit of a ribbon or something, but I'll probably leave it until I'm actually putting it in a project, so that it might coordinate, you know, whatever we're doing. So just a few ideas with one book. Great butterfly book this is. You know, I realized that actually what I tend to do a lot with a lot of books, I'll get them home and I'll rip all the pages out and I'll just store the pages, and I forget what the book's called. And I thought you at home may want to know what these books are, so that you can look out for them, because some of them are absolutely fantastic. You know, out of this one book, it says 300 illustrations. And I don't know how much I paid for this book. I can't even remember. I've had it a long time now. But even if you just used it just for the, you know, cutting out the butterflies, you would have a lot of yummy butterflies for your projects. I mean, these are just, look, just gorgeous. Look, I've got ink down my nails. Oh, I do apologise. But yeah, look at all these lovely, yummy butterflies for your projects. Even if you just used it for that, they are really good. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was a bit of like, you know, let's just fly by and see what we're going to do. But that's really what I do when I get into my craft room. I'm just like, okay, what should we do today? And I never film, hardly ever film what I'm doing. And I should, because I craft all of the time. It's not just, you know, once in a while, excuse me, when you see the videos. Sorry. You know, I come in and craft in my craft room, you know, quite a lot of times throughout the day, and I just don't film it because I think you'd find it boring. So anyhow, let me know what you think to this video if you want to see more like this, and then I will do more of them. And I'm sorry for the croaky voice. I'm just feeling a little bit pants right now. But wishing you all well at home. Keep safe. Love you lots, and see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.